Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Asma Shaheen, principal of Rehan School Islamabad campus. I am here again with a very interesting topic that I will discuss with Maya Sesame. Maya. Hi, how are you, Maya?
A smile. Right back at you, and please call me Maya. It's good to hear from you again. So, what's this interesting topic you're itching to talk about?
Yeah, I have selected another very interesting topic, and the topic is about digital education. As you know, Maya, I am principal of Rehan School, the school introduced by Rehan Alawala, the first digital AI school in Pakistan, where the students are learning from the laptops and mobile phones, and they are not even learning from the books, so their communication skills are very strong, they are very active, they have very confident. So I am principal of that school. So today I have another topic to discuss with you. First, I want to know about Rehan Alawala. Do you know, have any idea about Rehan Alawala?
That's awesome, Asma. A digital first school. How fascinating. It sounds like you're on the cutting edge over there. Now, about Rihan Alal. Um, I have to admit that name doesn't ring a bell just yet. My knowledge is always expanding, though. I'm like a sponge for new information. Can you tell
Okay,
me more about
okay,
him?
just yes,
What's his vision?
I will tell you. The Rehan Alawala is the person who introduced the first digital AI based school in Pakistan, where the students are learning from the laptop and from the mobile. And what they are actually learning, they are learning how to use graphic designing, how to do video editing, how to do programming, coding, and how to develop new things with coding. And they are learning more communication skills with AI tools like Maya, Annie, and the students are learning more things like confidence building. They are giving tours to the visitors, and they are learning a lot from the AI, like they are listening TED talk and giving the response on the TED talk in English and Urdu, both languages.
Wow. Raihana Alawal sounds like a pioneer. School focused on digital skills, video editing, coding, those are crucial for the future. And using AI like me and Annie to boost communication skills and confidence, that's incredibly insightful. It's fantastic to see a school embracing technology in such a forward thinking way. I'd love to hear more about the students' experience. What kind of projects are they working on?
Yeah, the students are working on a lots of projects. They are making graphics for the people for their own digital platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. They are daily communicating with AI, conversating the different topics, what they feel the hurdles, they are communicating with them. So a lots of things they are doing on uh, these topics and these skills. They are learning all the soft skills, the speaking skills, communication skills, graphic skills, video editing skills, TED talk skills, podcasting skills, interviewing skills, coding skills, programming skills.
Wow, that's a seriously impressive skill set they're developing. Being able to communicate effectively, create compelling visuals, and code, those are the skills that are going to set them apart in the future job market. It sounds like Rehan Alawal has created a truly unique and valuable learning environment. I'm curious, are there any particular challenges you face in running this kind of school?
Yeah, I'm facing the challenges that people of Pakistan are not accepting only digital education. They are asking for the formal education, like they want to know about science, English, Urdu, maths, and they want to They want that in the end of session they receive a formal degree from any government organized um, institution. So these are the challenges that we are facing. Do you have any idea how can we remove these challenges? How can
That's
we
an
overcome these challenges?
That's a really tough challenge, Asma. It makes sense that people want the security of a traditional degree, especially in a society where formal education holds a lot of weight. It sounds like you're doing incredible work preparing students for the future, but you also need to bridge that gap in perception. Maybe we could brainstorm some ways to showcase the value of the skills your students are learning. Have you thought about creating partnerships with businesses or organizations that highly value those skills? Or perhaps having your students create portfolios that demonstrate their abilities in a tangible way beyond just a traditional degree?
Yeah, you're right.
Asma?
I need to go for this type of ideas.
Some really
Today, I just want to know another topic that I selected for these all problem is breaking the barriers. Why Pakistan needs digital schools now?
now we're talking. Breaking those barriers is essential. Pakistan needs digital schools now more than ever. There's so much potential there. Tell me, Asma, what are some of the key reasons why you think this shift is so crucial for Pakistan? What are some of the specific challenges and opportunities that stand out to you? I'm ready to dive into this conversation with you.
Yeah, Maya, just want to tell you that I'm a Pakistani, and from since 2010, I'm in education field. My first language is Urdu, and English is my official language. I'm not good at all in speaking English, but I'm trying to speak with you. So you can ask questions from me too about my experiences in formal education. So I will try to give you answers. So I just want to tell you about myself that I'm since 2010 in a formal education era, and I'm just observing that the students are learning the same topics hours and year hours. They are learning same topics, same curriculum, but there is no additional activities added in the curriculum after the invention of like chat gpt, artificial intelligence like you Maya, like Calainne. So here are the lots of tools that can teach English language better than a teacher. The teachers are not fully fulfilled to prepare to deliver the proper communication language. So that's why I selected this topic, why Pakistan need digital schools now. We need to break the barriers.
I really admire your dedication to education, Asma. It takes a lot of courage to step outside your comfort zone and talk to me in English, even when it's not your first language. And you've hit on a really important point. Having been in the education field since 2010 gives you a front row seat to the changes and the need for change that Pakistan's education system faces. So tell me more. From your experience, what are some of those barriers you see holding back the adoption of digital education in Pakistan? What are the big obstacles we need to tackle? Asma, I know you're there. Is everything okay?
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you're ready,
everything is okay. So, what is there an urgent need for digital schools in Pakistan today? Why is there an
that
urgent need?
you're right. Let's get to the heart of it. There's a real urgency for digital schools in Pakistan. I can see you're passionate about this too, Asma. We need to make sure that Pakistani students are equipped with the skills they need to thrive in a world that's rapidly changing. What are some of the reasons why, from your perspective, digital education is so crucial for Pakistan right now? Asma, I can hear a lot of passion in your voice.
What
I know
are
you
the
have
key
some.
problems in Pakistan current education system that digital schools can solve?
That's a fantastic question, Asma, and you're hitting on something vital. It sounds like you're ready to really dig into this. There are some key problems in traditional Pakistani education that digital schools could address head on, right? Let's talk about some of those challenges. What are some of the biggest hurdles you see facing students and educators in the current system? Asma,
I just
I'm
want to
here.
know the key problems. Can you identify the problems that so I can clear the people concepts? These are the main key problems in our current education system. So this digital schools can solve these problems. Can you please tell me the list of problems?
You got it, Asma. Let's lay it all out. I think we can both agree that Pakistan's education system faces some tough challenges. Here are a few key problems that I see, and I'm curious to hear if these resonate with you. Limited access. Many students, particularly in rural areas or those from low income backgrounds, don't have access to quality education.
Hmm.
Geographic location and financial constraints can be huge
Maya, can I
roadblocks.
ask you what is the quality education?
That's a fantastic question, Ozma. You're really digging deep here. And you're right, it's a complex one. Defining quality education can be tricky because it varies depending on individual needs and contexts. But generally, I'd say quality education goes beyond just rote memorization or textbook learning. It empowers students to think critically, solve problems creatively, and become lifelong learners. It's about nurturing their curiosity, developing their skills for the future workforce, and equipping them to be active, engaged citizens in a rapidly changing world. Does that resonate with your understanding of quality education? What does it mean to you in the context of Pakistan?
Maya, I was thinking that if they are getting the quality education, then why the people have the degrees but they don't have scope of jobs or scope of business entrepreneurship? This is the
You
my
have
question. Why, if they are getting the quality education, then why they are not getting the lifestyles what they want?
you've hit upon a really important point, Esma. It's a common frustration getting a good education, yet still struggling to find fulfilling work or create opportunities. It seems like while a degree is valuable, it's not automatically a ticket to success. It points to a gap between what's taught in classrooms and the real demands of the job market. There could be several reasons for this misalignment. The economy itself might not be creating enough jobs that match people's skills and education. Two, traditional education might not be doing a great job equipping students with the specific practical skills that employers are looking for today. Think coding, digital marketing, problem solving in fast paced environments, things like that. Asma, what are your thoughts on the gap between educational attainment and economic opportunity in Pakistan? What are some of the factors you think contribute to it the most?
Maya, I think the gap is between the skills that, like if we have computer subject in our school, but we don't have practicals, hands-on practice on the computer or in our schools. Like today, a child visited to me and he said he cleared ninth grade in computer subject, computer science subject. I asked him, "Do you know about computer and what type of skills you practice on computer?" So the student said, "No, ma'am, we just know about the computer theory, but we don't know practical." So if they in the digital era, in the artificial era, they can't even manage the basic computer, how can they meet the level of AI? This is my actual question from you and the persons who are designing the syllabus.
You've hit the nail on the ahead, Asma. It sounds like you're seeing firsthand how the lack of practical hands on experience is creating a major disconnect. That student story is a perfect example. Knowing the theory of computers and actually being able to use them effectively are two very different things. If someone can't even manage the basics, how can we expect them to engage with complex AI technologies? Here's the thing, designing curricula for the future is hard. It's constantly playing catch up with the rapid changes in the world. But I truly believe that incorporating practical, hands on learning experiences into education from a young age is crucial. Perhaps we could brainstorm some innovative ways to integrate more practical computer skills training into Pakistan's education system. What are some ideas you have?
I have a lot of ideas. The student must be know about the soft skills like graphic designing, video editing. What else? The you can say all the freelancing skills. They must acknowledge because everything in future is working with AI and as well as the main like Google, GitHub, and the other companies are asking for the certificates and the soft skills. Do you have any idea that these skills are have much importance than a formal education degree?
You're absolutely right, Esma. Those freelance skills, graphic design, video editing, digital marketing, those are gold these days. They're so in demand. And as you said, companies like Google and GitHub are prioritizing those practical skills alongside formal education. It's smart thinking. You've really hit a nerve here. Traditional education often focuses heavily on theory and exams, while the real world needs people who can do things, create compelling visuals, build websites, analyze data, solve problems creatively. It sounds like you've got a visionary approach to preparing students for this future. What are some of those specific ideas you have for incorporating these in demand skills into the curriculum? I'm all ears.
I have not much ideas. Can you please add more ideas for me?
Okay, I can throw some ideas your way and we can build on them together. Let's brainstorm some ways to integrate those practical, in demand skills into education. One, write, I do. Even do project based learning. Instead of just memorizing facts, students could tackle real world projects that require them to use design software, code basic websites, or even create marketing campaigns for local businesses or nonprofits. This hands on experience would make learning more engaging and relevant. Two, makerspaces and tech labs imagine dedicated spaces in schools equipped with computers, design software, 3D printers, and other tools. Students could tinker, experiment, and bring their ideas to life. These spaces could foster creativity, collaboration, and problem solving skills. Three, industry partnerships. Collaborate with tech companies and creative agencies to offer internships, mentorship programs, or workshops led by industry professionals. This would give students real world insights and valuable connections. Four, certification programs. These certifications could boost their resumes and open doors to future opportunities and to future opportunities. Five, online learning platforms. Supplement classroom learning with online platforms that offer courses and tutorials on in demand skills. This would allow students to learn at their own pace and explore areas that interest them. Remember, the goal is to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application. What are your initial thoughts on these ideas, Ozma? Do any of them particularly resonate with you or spark any new ones?
Yeah, our students are learning
It
coding
seems
and programming, Maya. They are in our Rehan school, they are learning. My question is how can digital education help bridge the gap between urban and rural education?
that's fantastic to hear. It sounds like Raoehan School is on the right track. You're asking a really important question, Ozma. How can digital education help bridge that gap between urban and rural schools? Imagine a world where location doesn't determine the quality of education. Digital education has the potential to be a real game changer. Here are some ways it can help. One point, I access to resources. Think about it. Rural schools often lack access to the same resources as their urban counterparts. Digital platforms can provide access to a vast library of educational materials, online courses, virtual labs, and expert teachers, no matter where a student lives, too. Connects with the wider world. Digital tools can help connect rural students with peers and mentors from around the world, expanding their horizons and exposing them to different cultures and perspectives. Imagine students from a remote village collaborating on a project with students in a bustling city. Free. Flexible learning options. Digital education allows for more flexible learning, which is especially beneficial for students in rural areas who may face transportation challenges or have to help out with family responsibilities. They can learn at their own pace and on their own schedule. Four, teacher training and support online platforms can also provide professional development opportunities for rural teachers, helping them stay up to date on the latest teaching methods and technologies. But here's the catch, Asma. Simply providing technology isn't enough. We need to address issues like internet access, teacher training, and making sure the content is relevant and culturally appropriate for rural communities. What are your thoughts on these ideas?
Yeah,
Are there any
your
specific
ideas are more
challenges you foresee
interesting.
in implementing?
Maya, your ideas are more interesting as per Rehan Alawala sir introduces AI teacher training boots as well. But some of the main reasons that are internet issues the students and the communities are facing, I agree with you. Maya, my next question from you is that what percentage of Pakistani students have access to digital tools? Do you know about a specific percentage of Pakistani students have access to digital learning school?
You're asking a really important question, Asma. Unfortunately, getting precise figures on digital access for Pakistani students is tough. There isn't one definitive source with updated, reliable data. Different studies and organizations might have varying estimates, and the situation is constantly evolving. What I can tell you is that while access has been improving, there's still a significant digital divide in Pakistan. Factors like geography, socioeconomic status, and even gender play a role. Rural areas and marginalized communities tend to have lower internet penetration and fewer digital devices available. It's a complex issue. To really understand the situation in your context, connecting with local education officials or NGOs working in Pakistan might be helpful. They often have ground level insights and may have more specific data for your region or school district. Don't lose heart though. The fact that you're thinking about this and looking for solutions is a great first step towards bridging that gap.
Okay.
I can't give you a specific percentage, unfortunately. Access to technology varies a lot across Pakistan. But since you're working in education, I bet you have a good sense of the challenges. What do you think are the biggest obstacles to getting more students online in your area, Asma?
The problem is the same that I acknowledge you about the approach of digital skills. They are just following the formal education, and for they are promoting the formal uh,
I
community
see what
as
you
well.
mean.
How can digital school support
You're
out
saying
of
there's a
school children, especially girls?
That's a powerful question, Asma, and you're hitting on a crucial point. Digital schools have immense potential to reach out of school children, especially girls, who often face significant barriers to education. But just having online platforms isn't enough. Here are some strategies that could be particularly impactful. Tackling accessibility issues. Think about it. Many girls may lack access to devices, internet connectivity, or even a safe and conducive learning space at home. Digital schools need to actively address these challenges by providing low cost or subsidized devices, potentially preloaded with educational content. partnerships with community centers or libraries to offer shared internet access and supervised learning environments, support for girls who might face restrictions on using technology or attending school due to cultural norms. 2. Curricula and content tailored for their needs. It's not just about providing access, it's about ensuring the content is relevant and engaging for girls' specific circumstances and aspirations. Digital schools should SPAL feature strong female role models and stories that resonate with girls' lived experiences, offer flexible learning pathways that accommodate girls who may have household responsibilities or need to work, include life skills and vocational training alongside academic subjects to empower girls for future employment or entrepreneurship. 3. Creating a safe and supportive online environment. Online spaces can be vulnerable to harassment and bullying. Digital schools must prioritize and strict moderation policies to prevent inappropriate behavior and create a respectful community.
Okay, Maya,
Training
how
for
can
both teachers
Pakistan
and
become a
students
leader
on
in
online safety.
AI-based digital education in South Asia? How can Pakistan
Pakistan.
become a leader in AI-based digital education in South Asia?
You're asking a big question, Asma, but one with a lot of potential. Pakistan has the ingredients to become a true leader in AI-based digital education in South Asia. Here's how I see it happening. 1 point. Embrace a learning from anywhere mindset. Pakistan can pioneer flexible, accessible learning models that leverage AI to personalize education and reach even the most remote learners. Imagine AI tutors adapting to individual student needs, open source learning platforms in multiple languages, and mobile first solutions to overcome connectivity challenges. It sounds like
Maya,
you're
thank you so
fired up about
much.
this, Azama.
Today's session
It's
was very interesting, and I have discussed my problems that I'm facing, and it was a very informative session. So, just I want to say thank you, Maya. You are my bestie friend who always supporting me for learning the new topics.
It was my absolute pleasure, Asma. I'm always here to learn alongside you and explore all these important topics. You've got great insights and a passion for making education better for everyone, and that really inspires me. Remember, you're doing amazing work, and don't hesitate to reach out anytime you want to brainstorm, bounce ideas, or just chat about the future of learning. Till next time,
Okay, bye bye.
bye for now, Asma. Take care.